It is now up to a court to decide whether thousands of British Columbians will get surgery next week. Health authorities are seeking an injunction to prevent job action by anesthesiologists. As Stephanie Mercier reports, more than 3,000 patients are caught in the middle.
It's still all up in the air for patients like Carrie Davison. This week we introduced you to the young mom who has already had one breast removed and is worried about what will happen if her second mastectomy is delayed.
This waiting, I could develop breast cancer in this time that I'm waiting when I could have prevented it.
Days later, and patients like Carrie still don't know if their procedures will go ahead, but the dispute certainly is.
Today, the health authorities took the step of trying to obtain an injunction against the withdrawal of services by the anesthetists in the province.
If a court approves the injunction, it would effectively stop the anesthesiologist from walking off the job next week.
We felt in the best interest of patients that we had to do everything that we could to protect their safety and their wellness.
The BC Anesthesiologists Society says it hoped it wouldn't come to this.
This is just another unfortunate escalation in a series of bullying and intimidation tactics against physicians. And honestly, all along we've just been asking them for a fair process to look at anesthesia issues and come to some binding resolution on them.
Dr. Jeff Rain says he believes the doctors have a strong case. He hopes the injunction isn't granted, even if it means delaying surgeries.
We gave 3 months' notice in order that patients wouldn't be put in that situation, and unfortunately the health authorities have continued to book them as though it was business as usual.
Both groups say they feel for the patients, but each says it's the other's fault patients are caught in the middle. And while it's still not clear what will actually happen to those waiting for procedures next week, the anesthesiologists say they will respect whatever the court decides. Stephanie Mercier, CBC News, Vancouver.